Hello. Yeah, a couple of nights ago, something happened that made me wanna talk about this. Anyway, what happens is that sometimes you don't really know people well until you really start to, talk more to them and spend more time with them, even if it's not in the real life but on the internet. Yes. So people that you thought would never do certain things to you, it turns out that yes, they would. But what happened is that I was, you know, kind of mocked in a way by a couple of people that I already knew, and you know, well enough anyway. Not we didn't know each other a really long time, but I thought that we were kind of friends on a friendly, on friendly terms, and but this happens all too often, unfortunately, on social media. And thank you to Dev, shout out for teaching me that it is social media, not medias. All right, thank you, brother, and everybody, please follow Dev. He's got a really good channel, but not that many subscribers. And yeah, it just is when you where does the limit go between a joke and a cruel joke? Let's put it that way, a vicious joke. That should not be called that, but it is more like mocking and even to an extent cyberbullying it can be if it's really nasty and mean spirited. So what happened to this person that I won't name by name, but I mean people who I think know me and have been in this group on Instagram, they know what I'm talking about. So he picked my worst picture that I have since deleted, where I look really tired. I don't even know why I put it out on Instagram because I didn't look. I made this kind of expression also. Just didn't look good. um, yeah, so he had taken that and kind of made it look like I was a girl, like with long, like kind of ginger hair or strawberry blonde, whatever it was, stuff like that. And yeah, if it the worst thing is that I wasn't there in the group when it happened, even so that makes it even more disrespectful. Had I been there and he done it, then I would have been like, all right, I don't like the joke, but you know, I, it's all right in a way, maybe because you know, did you show it to me also personally, knowing that I would see it, and you didn't like, yeah, wait till I was gone before you did that, So, but that was a bitch, bitch move, I must say. You wait till I am gone to, make fun of me. And that's what it was. I mean, some people, and the worst thing that he didn't see it that way, like he was making fun of me, but he was obviously, I mean, come on. Who likes seeing themselves like that? I mean, had we been like super close friends, then I would be like, all right, yeah, a little naughty, but I'll take it. But we are not really super close friends. We don't talk that much in private, or hardly ever really. Well, sometimes I mean. So this guy clearly crossed the line from where it's kind of a little, how to say, yeah, mostly, you know, benign kind of joke, but that is a little kind of maybe too much, like ridiculing in a way. But then worst thing of all is that he said when I reacted negatively, of course, is yeah, I didn't know you can't take a joke, so and then he left the group, and I'm like, yeah, really. I mean, is that supposed to be funny to me? Is that supposed to be something that I should like react positively to because you find it funny and I'm using? I mean, maybe you think maybe you would be alright. Maybe I don't know if somebody did that to you, but maybe not. On the other hand, you know. So my point is, you don't do that first of all when the person is not there. It's very disrespectful to even talk about that person, especially in a negative way when the person is not there, right? Right. And maybe to mention the person, all right, in some kind of context, all right. But if you, and especially not do stuff like that, I mean, so yeah, that's when I seen, I've talked to another guy that I know from there, that community and that group, and he agrees that that was, too much over the line. And he also said that, uh, that is what people now, that's how they react too often. Like, yeah, you are just a, bitch. You can't take a joke, whatever. And yeah, so you are not cool now. Suddenly, if you if you react like angry like in that way, suddenly, and then some people did like a couple of them leave the room because of that. But I don't care really if you leave the room. If you get offended when I am the one that should be fucking offended, then this f you. What the fuck? Who do you think you are? Come on. And the worst part is that in this kind of these communities, Fracom is not a united community at all. People divide in camps. But even worse is that, alright, if it's about this channel versus that channel, but sometimes even people who go to both channels or one channel, they divide in camps. That's what I noticed. And I'm like, for instance, if I um, started going to first this channel and I was alright, I liked the guy who runs it. And then I heard about this other guy who used to be friends with him, but now they are not. They are real. This guy is talking shit about him. And would I go to that other guy's channel like many do I have seen? No, no way, man. No way. I mean, you gotta have some certain integrity, right? Right. I mean, but here there is no such thing. Like, very few people care about that. They just go everywhere. They don't care. And we have seen certain episodes where some people were, you know, I don't want to go into details, but there were some nasty episodes last year, and but some people just don't give a damn. They just take it, that just bantering or whatever. But it's not. It's more than that. Once you hit out or lash out at somebody's personality, then it's very personal. It's not a joke anymore. It's not just bantering. If you attack somebody's personality, it's different if you make fun of his clothes, maybe, or the way he speaks. That's not good either, of course. But that's on a like lower level. But if you go after him as a person, that's like here, up here, really serious. and I know I would be pissed, of course, and so where does the line go? I ask you between having just a little fun with somebody you consider a friend and really kind of mocking him in a way. That's not good. If people are gonna laugh, and people did laugh, of that, and you know, some people that I'm still friends with laughed, thought it was funny. I forgive them for that. All right, they laugh. What can they do? They're just human, right? We are just human, you know. But the worst thing is that the person responsible for that humiliating or very ridiculing kind of Photoshop picture did not want to even think about apologizing or take responsibility or say that it was tasteless. At least you can say, me, all right, maybe it was a little tasteless. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. All right. Then I would, say, oh, you know what? Let's just forget about it. It's all right. Let's draw a line over it. But when you go, oh, gee, I didn't know you couldn't take a joke, so we are done. We are done. You just wrote yourself out of my friends list, buddy. Or even if you are a girl, doesn't matter if you're a woman. But in this case, it was a guy. That's all I can. That much I can tell you. It was a guy. Cause yeah, unfortunately, it most likely is gonna be a guy who's gonna do stuff like that. Not always, but yeah, we are guys are so stupid. Guys are the worst. Male, the men. We are terrible. We can be horrible to each other also, and to women, to girls, whatever. And there is no excuse for that. Is it a terrible thing? Maybe not, but still not a good thing. What they did, what he did to me, because I thought that even worse, we got along really well before this. I don't know what possessed him to do something like that, and maybe he was bored. Maybe he just thought I don't know, I was, preaching too much. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, I don't really. So I hope just that. But yeah, it kind of made me, sleep worse this incident, and it's good that I even could was able to sleep and all that night, but because it is quite shocking when somebody you thought liked you turns out to and this makes me really now very wary of people and especially on the internet because sometimes they can pretend they like you or maybe they did but then they suddenly change their opinion because you said or wrote something they didn't like and I think that's what happened here also probably. So yeah, but anyway, as I said, if you are friends with this person, if you are on friendly terms, you should never do stuff like that. I mean, and I said that if it was somebody outside the group, all right, no harm done. He or she will not see this photo. So what, unless somebody should show them maybe from the group, that would be a bitch move, I guess. But anyway, still, it's not all right. Of course, we are here in this group together. We are supposed to be buddies, mm, and that's why when they say community, it pisses me off. What community? Come on, what community? As I said, you divide yourself in camps. What the fuck, man? Well, is that supposed to be a community? A community is a place where everybody is like together and united, and but it's not enough just to have the same interests like we are in the fragrancy because we love fragrances. It's not enough. You gotta have respect, you know, As the Italians would say, you have to respect, of course. Otherwise, what's this about then? Just bunch of people who never got really mature, taking the piss out of each other all the time. There is enough people already who do that otherwise, so, you know, yeah, I got nothing more to say, so just, I hope this will be food for thought for everybody who has also done such things in the past. Yeah, so just before you start posting humiliating photos, Photoshop, whatever pictures, you just remember this person has feelings too, Maybe he out there on his streams or videos, he looks very confident and cool and everything, but he's just like you and me. He has feelings, right? He doesn't like being mocked. Nobody likes it. Nobody. So don't give me that bullshit, you can't take a joke. A joke is a mild thing, right? A good joke, a nice joke. But this was not, you know, making somebody else look really, you know, ridiculous. Alright, so I've said enough. I hope. Bye.